They were to be studying in their medical colleges, about 20,000 of these Indian students, but right now they find their future uncertain. They have been forced to come back to India, leave their education in Ukraine, courtesy the ongoing war between Ukraine and Russia. And these students are completely clueless about what their future would really look like. About 30 medical universities in Ukraine absorb Indian students every single year. But what next, given the uncertainties?
The students of our university are really stressed and anxious because our university was one of the buildings that got bombed during the crisis, and now we are very uncertain about the situations, like when we are going to go back or how much time will it take to go back to its normal working.
Some students have appealed to the government to speak to friendly countries that can accommodate students, since accommodating 20,000 of them in India will not be easy.
We students really want the Indian government to support us during these uncertain times. We want the government to take quick steps so that our time doesn't get wasted and the years don't get affected. It would be an ideal situation if we were transferred to the universities and colleges of India that provide the same quality of education, but since it would not be possible for the government to accommodate all the students here in India, we would like the government to talk to other nations which it has friendly relations to accept the Indian students.
The Indian Medical Association has also written to Prime Minister Narendra Modi asking the central government to in fact accommodate the suffering students right here in India. The IMA says the government now must make an effort to increase seats in medical colleges by 2 to 3% to accommodate all of these students. The intervention has been sought directly from Prime Minister Narendra Modi, but right now the government is tight-lipped. Parents too are extremely worried.
सरकार को ये चाहिए कि इनके कैरियर को एक्टिवेट करे, यहाँ पे इनको एडमिशन दे, कोई नोटिफिकेशन कोई भी सरकारी चेंज करके और इनके यहाँ एडमिशन कराए, ताकि ये वापस तो ये जा नहीं सकते अब यूक्रेन, ना ये जाएंगे ना वहाँ जाने की हालात है, ना पेरेंट्स इनको जाने देंगे.
The Indian Medical Association is seeking as a one-time measure to adjust the students into Indian medical schools to complete their education, while the National Medical Council or the NMC has relaxed rules. The NMC is now allowing medical students from war-torn Ukraine who completed their graduation but were unable to finish their mandatory 12-month internship to be able to complete it in an Indian medical college. The relaxation, however, comes with a caveat that medical students will have to clear the foreign medical graduate examination here in India to avail of this benefit. Many are raising questions now as to why is there a shortfall of medical seats in India and what really is the need for all of these students to leave India to go for their education outside of India. Many argue that if doctors continue to study and work in India, this is going to ensure that the doctor-patient ratio is kept at a healthy balance. India currently has one doctor per 1,456 people, as against the WHO recommendation of one doctor for every 1,000 people. Part of the problem, many argue, is because India spends a very small percentage of the GDP on education sector. Just about 3.5% is spent on education, which is a primary deterrent for setting up new medical colleges. Some medical experts, however, say that the subject of discussion should really not be on what was the need for these students to travel outside of India, but what should be done to accommodate them and ensure that they do not suffer because of the developments in Ukraine.
The whole discourse around the medical students who are stuck in Ukraine has been very distressing. This is not a time to question their caliber, merit, or their choice to study abroad. Medicine is an honorable profession, and any choice to pursue medicine should be celebrated and enabled and not critiqued like this.